They have returned. They corrupted, divided, conquered, until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open. Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest. Unbound, unbroken, we will take back what the dead have ravaged.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So GDC was last night and we got a couple of trailers. We got 3 trailers. We got, of course, Stormground, which we're going to talk about in a second. We got a brand new Necromunda trailer showing off some stuff, which we'll show off in the video later on and talk about that. And also a new Blood Bowl trailer for those people who like to smash things and throw footballs around on a pitch. But firstly, let's start with Stormground because we have some information that goes along with this brand new announced game set in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So the information that we have, it's over on Steam now. You can actually pre-order it on Steam if you want to. At minus 15%, it's £29 if you do that. I will have to say, massive warning, never pre-order any games. I learned my lesson when I pre-ordered Eternal Crusade, and I was absolutely burnt by that game. But the information we have with this, it says, we are delighted to announce Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormground, a skirmish turn-based strategy game based on Games Workshop's Dark Fantasy Age of Sigmar IP, due to be released on Steam in 2021. Now, the thing that sticks out for me in that passage is that firstly, it's a skirmish game, so it's not going to be anything like Total War, these massive epic grand battles or anything like that. These are going to be like more small, you know, hitting people on the head kind of things and stuff like that. And it's also a turn-based game as well. Now, I've been getting a lot of feedback from people about the turn-based games that have been coming out from 40k. People are actually getting sick of them. They're like, there's so many bloody turn-based games coming out now. When we're going to have, like, you know, real-time strategy games or just games where, you know, you're just walking around and stuff and actually doing everything, because we've just had so much bloat really on the marketplace of them. People just want something new. So I'm wondering if that will actually affect this game. Again, we haven't really had an Age of Sigmar game, so this could be, you know, massively popular for that fan base because everything that we've got so far has actually been Warhammer 40,000. I kind of understand why they do it as turn-based because the Warhammer IP itself, all their games are set in a turn-based system, but you know, you can argue that video games are completely different. You can change all that up and you know, add a new level of strategy to it, and it could be real-time strategy and stuff like that. Anyway, let's move on and let's see some more information about this game. So it goes on to say, become the commander of one of the most extraordinary factions of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and they're talking about the Stormcast. That's what the trailer is. You've probably, you know, connected the dots by now. So the Stormcast are basically, for me anyway, the way I see them, they're kind of like the Space Marines of Age of Sigmar. I'm sure Age of Sigmar people will start shouting at me in the comments. A dark fantasy universe where immortal knights ride heavy star drakes to eradicate death across a multitude of realms. To eradicate death, aren't Stormcast basically dead? You calling, you know, pot kettle black there? How dare you? This is Stormground, a world of legends, heroes, hellish creatures, and fearsome battles. Some of the screenshots you see in the background now, it looks like, you know, it looks like a decent graphical game, let's say. So, you know, I do have, you know, some hopes for it. I think I will play this one and just test it out. Again, I'm not really big into Age of Sigmar at all. Like, the models themselves, I've always said look fantastic, but I've never been drawn into the game because I've never connected actually with the lore. And, you know, unlike 40k, I'm like sold on the lore because I'm a huge, Space Marine fan. I'm an Imperial Fist fan. I love Rogal Dawn. I love like the Horus Heresy, everything happened with that. I love the Xenos when it comes to the Orcs, and I love Khorne and everything. It just all the stories and stuff that intertwined in that IP that sold me. And I haven't really had that connection with Age of Sigmar as of yet. So maybe this game can draw me in and tell me a little bit about some of the story and stuff connected with this IP. The last blurb of text says, lead your highly customizable force in dynamic and spectacular turn-based game packed with fast-paced warfare. Victories allow you to collect and upgrade new types of powerful equipment and unlock devastating skills. Explore all the routes in Stormground's non-linear campaign. During each playthrough, overcome new odds to find unique units and gear. Build your legendary army and defy your players in epic online duels. And it says Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormground is coming to you in 2021. So again, reading that, new types of units, powerful equipment, and unlocking devastating skills. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of customization in there for your characters. Build it your way. It says build your legendary army. So you're building an army to your playstyle, I would put it, and epic online duels. So it does confirm that it is going to have multiplayer on there. When I checked the actual stuff with it, I think it's only 1 versus 1. I don't think you can actually do teams or anything like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see anywhere where it says we can do team-based battles on online stuff. I always go for games that have the online because I think that's where the longevity lasts when it comes to games, is the online system, because every game is different then, because you're actually playing against someone with brains rather than an AI that is most of the time broken. But like I've been saying, all in all, it looks decent. It looks okay. Like with the screenshots and stuff, I think we'll have to see some proper gameplay before we can really judge it and really start talking about it, if this game is going to be an absolute winner and stuff like that. Anyway, let's move on and let's talk about the new Necromunda trailer, because here is the new trailer.
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here. Let me get you up to speed. The underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants, deep underground where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armour, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners and... Oh, makes sense. An Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
There we go. There was the Necromunda trailer. Apparently everyone in Necromunda is a cockney. Yeah, and that's how you do it, because apparently that's what happens these days. But the trailer, that was actually got me really, really pumped. Of course, it's these fancy trailers that we always see these days. We haven't really seen that much gameplay when it comes to Necromunda, even though it's coming out next month. I think what they really need to do is an actual sit-down where we just play it, or someone plays it, and we actually just see like a mission, what actually happens, like what you can actually do with your characters. Like we've seen bits of it cut into trailers, like them shooting things and blowing stuff up, but I just want to see actual gameplay. Like I remember, I've spoken about this so many times now, when I went to France back in 2018, I got to see it. I got to sit down and I got to see this game, but they've said so much has changed since then, so I really want to see what has changed with this game. Again, this is kind of like a turn-based game as well, and I'll go back to the statement that I said at the start of the video. A lot of people are getting sick with turn-based, but apparently this is kind of different when it comes to it. The explosions, the skins, the atmospheres, like what we've seen from screenshots and everything so far from Necromunda, it all looks bang on. It all looks really, really good. Just like what they did with Space Hulk Deathwing, the environments that was set in was absolutely fantastic. One of the best 40k atmosphere games I've ever played in. It's just so grim dark. So So hopefully they can bring that sense of design from the maps over to this game and really feel like we're actually in a Necromunda and fighting with our different gangs, whatever you want to do. When it comes to gangs, there's only 3 gangs at the start, but I'm sure they're going to be adding more, and I think that will probably be with DLC content. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll offer us for some for free to, you know, bring more people into the game, but the only way I can see them doing that is through paid stuff, so hopefully it's not going to be that much when it comes to adding on the new gangs, because there's a lot of gangs when it comes to Necromunda. And lastly is Blood Bowl 3. This was shown off as well. Now, I'm going to hold my hands up straight away. I've never played a Blood Bowl game before. I'm a huge sports fan. Like, I love football, actual football, not hand egg, the American version. I've never really been into sports games, FIFA, anything like that. You know, racing games. Never really been into them. Blood Bowl, I'll associate with that. I've never really been into it. It looks good. Apparently, it's a really, really popular game. A lot of people actually play Blood Bowl. So hopefully that this Blood Bowl 3 will bring a lot of new stuff for you guys, and you'll get a lot of fun out of it. I would love to have shown the trailer off, because the trailer was absolutely epic, but apparently it's only over on IGN at the moment. Sorry, I'm tripping over my own bloody words, and I don't want to be sued. So, well, I don't want to be get this video taken down because I'm using someone else's content. So, hopefully when they do release a trailer properly over on Focus, maybe I can show the trailer off and speak about it a little bit more. But you have to just enjoy the screenshots in the background. Again, it looks nice. It looks like a really, really nice game. But is it going to be for me? I probably think not. I think this is, you know, aimed at a certain individual, a certain crowd, and I'm just not in that crowd. But hey, it looks good, and hopefully it will bring you a lot of fun and a lot of attention. Alright, Chaperoonios, that's me done for another video. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, as always. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback on that. Are you looking forward to a certain type of game? What do you think about the new Age of Sigmar Stormground game? What do you think about the new Necromunda trailer? Are you going to be getting Necromunda trailer? You've been waiting for Necromunda. And of course, Blood Bowl. Are you a Blood Bowl fan? Do you love Blood Bowl? Is this game looking, you know, nice for you? Let me know. Post it down below, and we can have a nice little chat down there, as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.